Hello everyone, welcome to this video. This is about the basics of Tableau Desktop, and if you're a beginner then this is the correct place for you. Now, if you open Tableau Desktop, that's what it looks like. I use 2020.3 version and the latest is 2021.2. So if you check out, I'll give this link in the description. This is Tableau Desktop's official page where you can have all the software listed and you can download whatever version you want. This is the latest one. Alright, and this is the Tableau help page. So I'll talk about it later, but it has everything you need to get started with Tableau, and whether you have any doubts, because mainly you'll get to learn only if you do hands on yourself. So Tableau help is a page that comes really handy. So coming back to Tableau, so I use it for free. I've been using it for free for almost a year, and why I got the free access is because of my student credentials. So if you're a student, then you can avail 1 year free version of Tableau Desktop, and I can make a separate video on that if you want me to. Okay, so when you open it, this is what the screen looks like. You have on the left hand side, you have all the types of sources where you can import data from, and on the center you have your workbooks. These are the sample workbooks, and on the right hand side you have a few videos and training related material. So this is a workbook that I already have created. I'm gonna go and open it. So let's begin by importing data, and then simultaneously I'll keep explaining what's going on. Okay, so we go back to the start page. We import an Excel file. Now for importing an Excel file, you need to click Microsoft Excel, and if you want to import a CSV file, you go to the text file option. So I have a file called Tableau. I'll import it. So this is pretty simple data. I have specifically created it for making a simple side-by-side bar chart. Bar charts are especially useful if you want to plot categorical data. So as you can see, I have two categorical attributes, flavor and area. So the rows are quite less, but it's just to depict how to make a side-by-side chart. So you can hide columns, you can create new columns, you can even create a join of two tables. A lot of things can be done here once you load the data. Now for creating a new sheet, I'm going to click on this icon, the plus icon you just saw, and automatically the latest source that you have imported, so these are different data sources. Okay, now automatically Tableau will choose the one that you've imported at the last time. Okay, so Tableau one is automatically selected. Now speaking of the different components of what you see on the screen, this area, the pane is called view, and on the left hand side you have your attributes mentioned, then you have the data sources as I just said. Here you have options for clearing the screen, for undo and redoing. For moving back to the start page, you need to click on this, and for coming to your view, you need to click that again. This is basically to choose how your graph looks like. So I'm gonna now start with making the side-by-side chart that I'm talking about. Before that, I'm gonna specify an important point, which is about measures and dimensions. So whenever you import any kind of data into Tableau automatically classifies each column into either a measure or a dimension. Now dimensions are qualitative data. For example, your name, your gender, or maybe country name, state name, etc., stuff like that. Those are dimensions. Measures, as the name suggests, is a measurable quantity. Height of a person, weight, sales of a product, number of units sold, marks of students. So all those are quantitative quantity, and therefore they are called measures. So that's about measures and dimensions. Tableau has this feature of representing them by ABC or by hash symbol. So ABC is the dimension, area and flavor, and the quantity is our measure in our data, as you can see here also. This is a numerical quantity, and these two are textual data. Okay, next important point is about discrete and continuous values. So if you see a green kind of background around a column name, which suggests that it is continuous, and blue suggests that it is discrete. I bring quantity to the rows section, I get a vertical bar. If you move this to columns, you'll get a horizontal bar, and by default for any measure, the default operation that Tableau performs is summing it up. So so if I undo it, this value that you see 2470 is the sum of all values of quantity here. Okay, so we've put quantity. Next is area and flavor. You can also change the order of these. So right now, since I've put area first, so the first ordering is first filtering is done according to area, and then in each different value of area attribute, you have different flavors: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, whatever. If you bring a cursor on any of those bars, then you can see the value, right? Okay, so you can do it like that also. You can see the change now. So that's it. That's all you need to do to get a side-by-side chart. Now formatting can be done if you want different colors of these bars. So maybe you can drag and drop area into color. You could also do it for size, but it's not very understandable, or it doesn't look pleasant, so I'm going to undo that. You can also change color. Go to color and edit colors. So choose any palette you want. And then click on the item, click on whatever color you want, and just click apply. I don't know if it looks presentable, but yeah, that's how you change the colors. So that's it. Your side-by-side chart is ready. It's readable, and you can change the name of the sheet. You just double click the title, you can change it. Now here an important option is the show me feature of Tableau. So in this, you'll get a list of almost all kind of graphs possible in Tableau, and the ones that are grayed out are the ones that can't be possible with this data. So it mentions that it requires more measures or dimensions if you move your cursor on it, and the ones that are possible are the ones that are active. So I can get stacked bar charts, the side-by-side bar chart that I already made. Horizontal bars are possible, pie charts, and so on and so forth. So show me is a really good option, and it does everything for you automatically. So that's our side-by-side chart, and I can change the view. I can move it to standard view. Now what if you want to export this as an image? So what you do is you go to worksheet, click on export, and you do image. So then I can hit save, and wherever you want it to be saved, it will be done. Now you can copy paste it anywhere you want. That's my sheet 5 right here. Cool. Alright, moving to our next kind of visualization, scatter plot. A scatter plot is basically used to find out the relationship between two variables. So I'm going to go with loading my data. It's a CSV file. So when I'm done loading my data, let me talk about a little bit about the data. So it's the amount various users pay for insurance, and their region and their children, etc., their BMI are displayed here. So I've loaded the data. Let me introduce a new sheet here. Alright, so I'm gonna go with charges. Let me drop it here. Then maybe BMI. Alright, so we see one dot. Why is that? Because as I just told you previously that the measures, the automatic operation that is applied to measure is summing up. So all the values of BMI and charges, these two columns, have been summed up, and hence we see just 1 point on the view. So we want to convert it to a dimension that will solve our purpose. We make both of them a dimension, and you can see a scatter plot right here. Now we can add various, like if you use region, yeah. So you can see that the BMI, now we have proper the real values, like it's not summed up now. So that's how you have a scatter plot in front of you. and this is the, you can have region in the label section, so then but it will become very clumsy. Let me talk about another way of loading data. Let me clear my screen and I'm gonna remove this. Let me close this connection. That's how you remove a connection. You go to right click and you close it. One important thing to remember is when you close a connection, all the sheets will also disappear, which is very obvious because the data, I mean, the graph does not have any data to connect to. One way of importing data is also like you open your sheet, you copy a certain number of rows, and then you paste it there. That's also a way of loading data into Tableau. So maybe I've selected this these rows. I go back to Tableau and I go to data source, data, and then paste data as data source. That's what I do. It's loading, yeah, it's executing the query, and it's done. So now when I move to sheet 6, I have this data selected, and now when I do the same thing that I did previously, I converted them into a dimension. So it's better now, right? Because you have fewer points, so it's easier to visualize. You can make them bold, the axis, you can do a lot of formatting. You can even increase the size of these circles. So as you can see, these can be altered. That's it for this video. I think I've covered most of the basics required to get started with Tableau Desktop. If you have any doubts or any suggestions for further videos, do drop your comments in the comment section. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for, I'm gonna let that go. Thanks.